Steve Cease, the LP Illinois chair, here with another candidate interview. This time we're in Chicago, and Brian Dennehy, he's running for Cook County State's Attorney. Brian, how you doing today, man?
I'm pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. So this is a really unique opportunity for libertarians in Illinois. We've got a county-wide candidate in Cook County. It took you a bunch of signatures, but you got on. How did you guys end up getting on the ballot?
Nobody challenged me. Oddly enough, I don't know. It's like an oversight on the part of the other candidates, I suppose. Or maybe maybe they want to use me as leverage against one another.
Sure. So yeah, so this is a really unique opportunity for libertarians in Cook County because if you get 5%, we're in ballot access city in Chicago now.
Well, and if I win, I can help bring some sanity to the issues surrounding the drug war and other adult consent crimes. I don't think anyone who hasn't hurt anyone else should be locked in a cage. I mean, this is craziness that we just keep pursuing these policies that use police and cages as a way to solve social ills. I mean, this is madness. So, if I'm elected, then, I would use my authority, whatever discretion I have to stop prosecuting these crimes.
Yeah, I'm surprised more libertarians don't run for state's attorney or county attorney, whatever the term is where they're at, because it's an effective way to basically say, hey, this law is unethical and I'm not going to enforce it. So. Cook County, most populous county in Illinois. Obviously, the city of Chicago is in Cook County. So you're in a situation where, if you win, you could have an impact on a lot of people's lives. And Chicago is very well known for being over-policed and one of the places where victimless crimes are prosecuted most often in the entire country.
Yeah. Well, I don't like to use the word victimless crime. I mean, drug use and sex work to a lesser degree, but certainly drug use. I mean, there is a social cost to it. I mean, people,
Sure.
They use drugs and, people, they do some crazy stuff. So I mean, I think there is a social cost. I don't like to consider it a victimless crime. There is a victim. The person, the user himself is a victim. I prefer to use adult consent crimes.
Fair enough. So what's it going to take for you to win this race, and how can people help you out, Brian?
What's it going to take? A miracle. That's what it's going to take for me to win this race. A miracle. My opponents are well funded. They got the backing of the major parties. Kim Foxx is pretty well known. She's fairly well liked within the city. I mean, there are, she certainly has her detractors, but she's done all right. And Patrick O'Brien has support of the Republican Party, and he's got that law and order kind of thing that the Republicans keep for. And I guess my position is that law and order without justice isn't consistent with a free society. And Kim Foxx's measures, they're half steps. I mean, she's not prosecuting low-level drug offenders, which I celebrate, but she is prosecuting people for possessing a firearm without a FOID card, right? I mean, that is, can be charged as a felony. And, I question, a FOID card is a licensing requirement, and possessing a firearm is a right, a natural right of every person. So, the idea of charging a licensing crime where a person hasn't actually used a firearm in the commission of a violent crime, charging that as a felony and destroying somebody's life or putting them on probation or locking them in a cage, that's craziness. And, and with drug use, I mean, she's still prosecuting dealers and, possession above a certain amount. So, these are half-step measures that don't respect the rights of the people and liberty and natural and unalienable rights. So, again, it's let's bring some sanity to this stuff and let's talk about the rights of the people and the cause of liberty, and stop stop criminalizing what is effectively nonviolent crimes that aren't really causing societal harm, like on a widespread scale. Gun violence in Chicago is a huge problem, and I attribute most of that to the prohibition on drugs. I mean, we did this stuff in the 1920s and 30s and didn't work then. Al Capone reigned supreme, and then we have a similar situation today. So stop it.
It's that simple, right? So, Brian,
That's simple.
Yeah, I know, right? This is the first time since I've been in the Libertarian Party of Illinois that the Chicago area has had a local candidate on the ballot for local office. They've had local candidates on the ballot for statewide office, but we have a Chicago person running in a Chicago race right now, and it's a partisan one, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how fired up and how jazzed up are Adam Balling and everybody else in the Chicago LP right now?
Everybody's, everybody's like kind of coping with COVID and, the lockdowns and, trying to help Joshua Flynn up in District 78 and some of our other candidates. I'm not raising money, so I ask that donations be directed elsewhere to the Libertarian Party or to Joshua Flynn's campaign. My own campaign, because I think because I'm not taking money, and I'm not really doing events and things like that. Enthusiasm is being directed elsewhere, and I encourage that. Direct your enthusiasm to races that are more likely to win. In my own campaign, come on. I mean, if I could win, that would be awesome. But let's be real.
Understood. So there you go. Brian said it best. Send your donations, lpillinois.org. There's a donate link right there. We would have really appreciated if you could donate to the state party. We spent some money on legal fees and stuff like that, getting all these candidates on the ballot and making sure that they survive challenges. So do that as soon as you can. And Brian, thanks for joining us, man.
All right. Thank you.